All right, good morning, cyber traders. Welcome on this lovely, lovely Tuesday. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Hopefully, everybody enjoyed their long holiday between last week having, Hanukkah, and then this week with Christmas. I'm telling you, I was still recovering. Thank God, yesterday we had off. It took me about maybe 18 hours to recover. But it's good to see everyone. Welcome back. Good to see you. Hope everyone had a Merry Christmas, everyone. And now we're really getting to the thick of trading, more or less. It's not over. December's not over. We still got New Year's Eve coming up, and I'm expecting to be a really quiet week. But you know what? Market's up about 62 points right now. A couple of really nice moving stocks, by the way. We had this one stock right here. ATNF moving really nice and pretty well, $1.60 to 220. My God! And then this one right here, I don't know what happened to this stock. This thing just took off out of nowhere. 830, went from 260 over to $3 and came back down. But we got a couple of good, interesting stocks. We'll check them out. But how did everyone enjoy their weekend? Everybody like the extra day off? It's going to be a fast week. Only 4 days going into this week, so we'll see how things work out. I'll tell you, I had to cook for about 50 people at my house, and they didn't go home till like 2 o'clock in the morning. There was like an after-hours party. My kids invited their friends, and thank God I had a lot of food for them. But the dessert, my God, I don't know about you guys, but I'm having a huge sugar rush. I mean, and when you get older, you got to watch your diabetes, right? You got to be careful with all that sugar. My God, it's terrible. But anyway, a couple of interesting stocks we want to check out. First of all, we'll talk about what happened last week. A couple of stocks moved last week, but there's this one stock that's moving really, really nicely right here. I want to kind of show you right here. This ATNF moved really nice around 7 o'clock this morning, and she kind of died after. I mean, if you logged in early around 7:30 this morning, you probably had a nice push right around $1.90. Usually, and I know we have people on YouTube watching us now, we actually start trading live, and you're always welcome to come join our trading room. And we're open up all day, but we run from like 7:30 up until about 4:30. But this stock moved really nice. We came in right around that 7:30 where program trading kicked in. Actually, made a big move even up to 7:45. And, 190 to like 210 is not bad. 25 cents, 1,000 shares. Hell, you could roll 5,000 shares if you want to. Did pretty well. Now, what I like about it, it's got a little Fausto flag going on right now. Actually, it had it right here, but it's making a little higher high. It had a little bit of a shakedown right here on $2. And when I hop over here on level 4, just kind of show you what we got going on right here. We had a couple of nothing spectacular. I mean, there's a couple of big iceberg orders right here around 21,000. You had a really big guy come up here, short 29,000. You see those little red dots right there? So we see where the support and resistance levels are. Listen, it is Tuesday. I'm expecting it to be very, very slow this week. Grant, Colway, you are -6. Oh, let's not even talk about that. We could talk about negative weather all day. But you know what? Remember I always told you, you could always trade the market with something like that happening. You saw what happened with all the airlines. I'm going to check out the airlines too, because they've really taken a big, nasty hit regarding about not getting people home. But I want to talk about what happened on Friday. So there really wasn't that much going on, and I hope everyone kind of realized that. On Friday, we had a great swing trade on the stock, VKTVX. I mean, look at this thing. Beautiful run up. The thing's been running up all the way up and since, the 19th, ran from like $5. Look at that gorgeous little push right there. I'm putting the stock back on the watch list, okay? This VXTX, you know what? Had a nice push. It's hovering there. It's not moving right now, but listen, we don't not only day trade, we also swing trade. So that stock obviously has been doing pretty well that past week, breaking 52-week highs. When I go back, you could see here on the long-term chart, we got a nice little move right around here, around 10. So there we got that stuff. What else we got? Now, regarding about what also moved yesterday, we had one other stock that moved pretty nice on Friday. We had this one just to show you. Here, let me show you what happened yesterday. So, why is it not moving? There we go. So you can see here on the intraday chart, really nice move. Nothing great. I mean, boring, honestly. But you could see right here, right around when the stock came back down, right around 3 o'clock, had a nice push from 820 all the way to 845. Not terrible. Another stock, Tal. We've been watching the stock. It's finally backing off a little bit, but we had a really great run up with Tal last week. I mean, this thing was just, let me just go back. You could see it right here. Look at this run up here. What a great run up. And you could see all the way back here since the 14th. I mean, this stock was around the $6 price range. I mean, ran all the way to 10, almost up 100% in a couple of days. So now finally she's starting to back off a little bit. And you could see it started kicking in from Thursday, then it kicked in on Friday, and it's also kicking in right now. So all these Chinese stocks are doing pretty well. Even EDU, same thing. Got you also, same thing. Big winner, $2 to $4, and you can see where these stocks were on the long-term chart. So I'm backing off on the Chinese stocks right now. So all these education stocks that we did pretty well on did really well. Now it looks like we have to change our tune a little bit. Now, regarding about what else is moving this morning on this watch list. So we got the stock ATNF. I put it on the watch list just like the VKTKX that we had for Friday. Remember that's more of a swing trade. We'll see how it pans out. But this one, we just talked about it. And buyer right now at $2, $2.20 just pulled his order right there. I mean, he's still down there at $1.30, so we'll keep an eye on that one. Now, listen, this is 63% up already in pre-market. Now, watch what happens when we get down and we work our way down this list. Here's another big stock that had a big run-up right here. But you could see this is the stock. Let me just bring this back. On Friday, this is why I didn't bring this up. This stock kicked off right after hours. I don't know what the hell just happened, but you could see at 4 o'clock, this thing was roughly around $3, and it just did not stop and went all the way to 6. So this was a good after hours trade. That's why she looked like she's up right now, but technically she's down. I would really kind of stay away from it, even though she's on the big second, unless something spectacular, something crazy happens. But I would probably stay away from it. This one right here, look at that. We're down 15%. Really no pre-market trading. Really no really good pre-market trade. Like really no trends is what we're looking for right there. This one just started making a little bit of move now. Could be interesting. I mean, just now it's starting to move around 9 o'clock. So IINN, that one doesn't look terrible. KLV, this thing took a nasty hit. It's up a little bit today, up 13%. Yeah, there's not a lot going on right now. Losers, KL, everybody remembers that one. That stock, that was one we traded last week too. And then you had this one, the APE. I mean, I was looking at this APE. Just put on level 4. And I mean, she's been a really good swing trade, but now even though she's up 16%, I love the volume, but it takes a lot to move it. You got to look at this carefully. 14 million shares, stock is a $2 stock, up 17%. Look at the pre-market. It takes a lot. So if it wasn't the worst week of the year to trade, I wouldn't put this on my list. But sometimes, things happen, so we'll put it on there. The next best thing that was out there was the CEI. Now, the CEI, it had some really good iceberg orders out here. You could see that once this big seller showed up right around 305, started backing off, and you could see it started getting a ladder effect. There's really no buyers out here. But as I zoom out, you could see the colors out there. So I'm not a big fan of it. You could see the volume picked up right around 8:30, and news came out on it. That's when program trading kicks in, but not really that much going on right there. So, I mean, like I said, I'm pretty desperate. Not really completely sold what's going on this morning. Got used obviously in the big losers. You can see even AMC is in the loser list. That was a fun stock last week we traded. You could see it. NEO's on the losers list. Okay, so there's a lot of them out there. PBR, trade that stock. So, and Tesla, I mean, my God, this thing just keeps going lower and lower and lower. We're not a big fan trading expensive stocks, but this has been a really great short. Unbelievable good short. And for some of you trade options, this is what you learn. You learn how to day trade. You can learn how to trade the options because it's movement of the stock that makes an option move. And you know what? This has really been a really good play since the beginning of December. Look at that. It's almost down to $100. Look at that. That's almost down 50% from the highs. Wow, that's a nasty drop. Nasty drop. A couple other stocks on our swing trades doing pretty well. Merck, obviously, I'm a big fan of it. Stock did a nasty shake since December. It didn't go anywhere. Pharmaceutical stocks takes a lot to move it, but you know what? It just broke all-time highs. Home Depot, I'm still holding on to it. I mean, I know a lot of us own it right here, right around the 280. It was really nice when we got to 240. But I'm not really expecting a lot to go on this week. I'm really, really not expecting a lot to go on. So this is how you kind of trade like going into this week, and I'll keep repeating it from yesterday to today. Pre-market, there's not a lot of people desperate to get into positions unless the company comes out with some big news. Then what happens when the market trades, you'll start seeing people like, okay, I got to do this trade. I got to fill this order for this person. They'll end up doing it. No one is looking to hold stocks or trade any stocks going into the new year. A lot more people are trying to just clear out their year, book their losses, close out 2022, and then focus on 2023. So, but there's no better time to learn than now. Okay, so if you being a student, I know we have a lot of new students that joined us and did trials last week. You know, like I said, don't expect anything super crazy right now, but you got some great videos there to watch. This is the best time to learn right now. You don't want to learn when the market's very active. I'll tell you why. You're going to get very distracted. You'll be like, oh, look at this stock up 30%, 50%. It keeps going. You're not going to focus on your classes. Focus on your lessons. I know we did phase 1 last week. Today, Josh is doing Traders Talk. If you're in the cyber group room at 11 o'clock, you don't want to miss that. Okay, you know, it's a weekly event. We do it. It's one of the most exciting events that we do. These are things that you have to kind of focus on. Okay, but if you don't trade, you listen, work on nickels and dimes. Don't try to hit home runs on trades today, okay? And if the damn thing takes off, let it take off. Let's not worry about it. But that's why we're a team at Cybertrade University, and that's why we're going to work together in the trading room. So, cyber traders, if you're listening to me, you're being in the room, you see something, you say something, don't get too crazy. I see that there's a lot of you took off this week, which is great. This is awesome. You know, I would have took off too, but it wasn't a good trade. Okay, I wasn't paying $1,000, $1,200 to fly down to Florida, and not only was it a good trade, you see what happened with the airlines with this big snowstorm. So I actually benefited. Right? All right. I should have did a short if they could have. Anyway, I forgot to check. Let me check out all the airlines. Delta, yeah, not really going anywhere. Always look at Delta. That's usually the leader. American Airlines and JetBlue. JetBlue is pretty at big support levels, but not really doing anything. All right, everybody, so let's get right to the market opens up. We'll be back. If you're watching YouTube, we'll be back here at 2:30. You could always join us. Just like us, friend us. You could join the trading room if you want. You're more than welcome to join us to see what's going on. Trial members, if you have, make sure you talk to your education advisors and make sure you watch those trading videos so you know what to expect being in the room. And for everybody else, let's take it quite easy today, okay? All right, let's get ready for the new year. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading, and we'll see you at Traders Talk, and then on YouTube, we'll see you back at 2:30. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading, and be safe.